Hi, this is Mr. V, and in this video we are going to solve problems of elevation and depression using our knowledge of trigonometry. So my first example, we've got a situation where we've got a cliff, we've got a surfboat down in the water, and we want to figure out some information. I'm going to start by drawing the situation up. So I've got a cliff there, which reaches down to the water's edge. And in the water we've got a surfboat. So I'll draw a boat in here. Doesn't have to be pretty. Now we're told that the cliff is 20 meters high. I'm going to just do this in a different color. We've got a cliff here, and that's 20 meters high. We also know that we have an angle of depression towards the surfboard. So if we're looking from the top of this cliff down at the boat, there's an angle of depression of 11.5. So an angle of depression is from a horizontal line down. So that's 11.5. And I know from my rules that if this angle is 11.5, then this corresponding angle should be 11.5 as well. We want to know how far the boat is away from the foot of the cliff. So we want to know how far away our boat is. And hopefully you can see that we've now got a nice little triangle in here with one known side, one angle, and one unknown side. Let's call it D for distance. We know how to solve those. We've got an opposite, we've got an angle, we want to know the adjacent, opposite and adjacent, that's tan. So tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. Our angle was 11.5. Our opposite is 20, and our adjacent is unknown. I'll rearrange that. D equals 20 divided by tan, 11.5. And my calculator will tell me that that is 98.3 meters. So we can safely say that the surfboard is approximately 100 meters away from the cliff. Let's quickly look at this second example. In this case, we have an angle of elevation, but our math is still very similar. So let's start by drawing out the situation. A plane is flying at a height, so we've got a plane here. I'm not very good at drawing my planes, so excuse me for this. We've got a plane in the sky, and it's flying at a height of 1,500 meters. And we've got an observer over here on the ground, and measuring that plane. Somehow she notes that that angle is 5 degrees and 48 seconds. I don't like that. I might just turn 5 degrees and 48 seconds into a decimal. So that's the same as 5 plus 48 divided by 60. Okay, remember 60 seconds in a degree. Sorry, 60 minutes in a degree. And 5 plus 48 divided by 60 equals 5.8 degrees. And that's better. You can use that. Now, considering how huge this distance is, the size of this person is not really going to matter. And we want to know how far away that plane is. And again, you should be able to see that we have a triangle in here. And we know our opposite and our adjacent. It's almost identical to the problem we just did over here. So it's be quick and easy. Tan, opposite over adjacent. Tan, using our new number here, 5.8, our decimal, equals opposite 1500 divided by our adjacent D. Rearrange, D equals 1500 divided by 5.8. Oh, divided by tan 5.8. Almost made a mistake there. Trusty calculator. 1500 divided by tan 5.8 close bracket equals, and that is a whopping 14,767 meters, so roughly 15 kilometers away is the plane. And that is how we can solve problems of elevation and depression using trigonometry.